it could end up being a bit of a shock. So I'm gonna go with Furia. I think even I'm gonna go with it for a third map. I think I gotta see Apogee win at least one here. But let's find out. It's already begun, and Prism with a good headshot to begin with. He wanted to stick around for another one, and in fact, they're gonna lose Jacob on that corner. So right back into a 4 versus 4.
Fast long smoke. This is pre-planned and no craps given. But look at the A defense.
Yeah, they're showing up. They're not actually that slow to rotate. There is another player who's really far away. Prism gets one more before he finally goes down. Cello able to land that shot, and they're just using all those Glock bullets. They're really taking their time with it, and even taking turns at reloading. The bomb is on the ground, but it doesn't really matter right now. They're winning the raw mechanics here at the moment, and Demo, he's finally managed to get to the bomb site. He's run all the way from upper into lower and onto Catwalk, and now with the dualies, he's trying to see if he can be the difference here. He's gonna lose H4 on the other side, and it's just Demo left. And I think somehow Furia, I mean, it's been a lot of bullets exchanged. I wonder how many Glock bullets ended up getting wasted there, but eventually it gets the job done. 3-0. Doesn't feel like a solid scoreline. It sort of feels like the last couple of rounds could have been any number of ways. Yuri ducking on out of there, but still, the M4 on the other side, able to get the kill on the Skulls. So 4 on 5 right here. Furia losing a man early on, trying to see if they can get that long control. And look at the position that they've lost in upper and lower dark. I mean, Apogee know everything that's going on, which is why it's even more confusing that they wanted to take that fight. I don't know why they're swinging long with a man up and all the map control.
That was random right there. Either trying to YOLO pick or unawareness of what's going on in the map.
I sort of hate it. I think Prism is going to try and blow open the smoke, and indeed he will, but unfortunately it's like 2 seconds too late. So doesn't get much of a chance. Deep Molotov on a Prism. He's forced into the fight, and shocking that he got the kill. I feel like he should have been dead. There might have been the counter grenade that flashed the tease there. Otherwise, I think he's dead every time. 3 on 3, but again, Furia. Oh, this bomb plant though. You've got a player on long in Fallen with the AWP, and you've planted not for him. That could absolutely come back to haunt them.
That's so true.
Okay, well, he's still going to be good enough for it, but I hate everything about that position now. He's pushed up in front. I think Fallen's kind of realized, okay, listen, if you're not going to plant for me, I have to get into the action a bit. And he has. Misses the first shot here, but it doesn't mean it's done yet. Nice shot from Fallen. He's back again. 3 kills to his name in this round. And Demo was looking for him the whole time, but Fallen's been very elusive. Look at how hard he's been to actually discover. It's going to be the kill, but it won't make a difference. They're still going to lose the round. It's Furia, again, with an unbelievably close round that they have managed to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look at the position now. Weirdly, again,
so much info. Wow.
Like, it doesn't actually mean you win, right? Like, you can still lose this round in spite of this insanely forward position. Hypex has gone down. Again, you could see Apogee is looking to peak a lot more than at least I would have wanted, because they've got them boxed in right now. Prism is going to be the next victim, as Cello will take him down, and now the flank is coming, but they already know Caserato's holding it.
Wow.
They get nothing for it. Furia, and for once, they actually have a lot of people alive. That was the only downside, is that they were winning rounds, but they weren't conserving any of the economy, and that's going to be different in this one. 5th round, and Demo, he's just stuck in here. He'd love to at least save the FAMAS, but that's also going to be denied. Plus, you know, I don't know about you, Wilton, but it always feels a bit sad when you have to say something like, oh, would it be nice if we could save the FAMAS, you know?
Yeah, flow state would dictate that they have to be the right balance between comfortable and excited. That means that the challenge is high, but it's not easy. You know, it's not too hard where I doubt myself, but it's not too easy where I'm comfortable and lazy. Furia has to treat Apogee like they are Navi and whoever the fuck else.
Cello going down early on. I do like the idea of trying to see if he could find a gap in between those 2 smokes, but he got absolutely called out.
They have long, right now, long's hard. Cat is the only option, but they have no way of knowing that, unfortunately.
30 seconds here. They are going to go out the middle. They need to kill Jacob almost immediately here, and they will, but Demo's right there from behind. A couple of kills coming out the door, and Skulls has no way of knowing that he has to check this, right? He thinks that it's 1 mid, 1 outside of B. He doesn't realize there's a 3rd player still at the site. And for Fallen, it should be all over. 9 seconds left, looking for the kill here. Surely going to get shot down, and it will be Hypex to push on through the smoke and take him down. Now, honestly, though, for Furia,
that's the freedom, but Anders, This kind of pace is what puts us in those positions that you and I don't like, those late rounds. But Apogee keeps forcing in. They don't let Furia delay themselves.
That's dangerously close to backfiring on them. Now they're going to be out the middle against Jacob, and he's missing a couple of shots here. It doesn't matter. He's still able to get two. Pulls out the USP, tries to continue the fight as much as he could there. 35 seconds. Out in the middle of the bomb as well. They're really close, but on the other side, there is still one more player defending it, and that's a nice shot. Hypex going to be able to take down Quesorato. If he had gone down, Hypex inside of the bomb site...
Are the pillars of stability to me. Both can be really great, and both can have their bad moments, right? So, this is one of those matches where normally, like the Aurora one, we expected a little bit something easier, and we didn't get it. Over here, I'd expect already something a little bit crazier, so maybe the universe just shows me the most structured CS now.
They had one smoke there on the Furia side. Did they... Okay, it's been picked up by Fallen now, so they're going to try and throw it in there, presumably either for the window or the door, and hope they get the entry kill that they're looking for. So it's for the door, but again, the crossfire here is pretty good, and they don't have a lot of weapons either on the Furia side, so don't expect them to be able to win it. Jacob showing a little bit of what he could do. Again, I'm kind of, you know, I'm a bit of a fan of this guy. I think he is, you know, I don't want to say under the radar, because there are a lot of people that have been talking about him for a while, but, you know, maybe at a tier 1 level. I doubt that many people necessarily...
Player not looking for opportunity, has a team, but maybe something that's flying under the radar, just as Anders mentioned.
Yeah, one of those coming stars. You don't know what the limit is, but, you know, it's not bad. Hypex goes down. It's just Fallen with the Galil.
Flicks back for no reason, you know? Dust 2 is a flank map. That's what makes it cool.
We saw that definitely in the last series. There was so much of it.
Oh, yeah.
Almost enough for Bigusiro to take the win, but not quite. Jacob going to be going down, and they just get the walk out onto the bomb site. And Apogee, there's not even a question. You're going to be saving this every single time. So Furia going to be treated to a 6th round, and it really just came off of patience, which honestly, that's what they've been playing the same kind of patient Counter-Strike for a lot of these rounds. And this time, you know, it's not down to the last 5 seconds. They actually had plenty of time, and yeah, this looks like a much better round. And finally, also a round where they have a little bit more cash in the bank again.
Blade yelling, players pointing at each other. This all affects each other. You have to play the game smartly, right? Like, if you know Furia might get tilted, why wouldn't you try to tilt them? Doesn't that seem like a good strategy?
I think they must have been close a couple of times already, just from how scary some of the early rounds were. But I mean, Furia really seem to be very settled in on this very much slower style.
They have an identity. You can see a little bit of Fallen, and you can see a little bit of them in there this, right? Like you see, okay, correction, a lot of Fallen, but you see their style and flair on it.
Yeah, I think that's true. Like, that's a good word to bring out. Like, they have an identity, and you can definitely feel it for Furia here. Now, they are going to speed it up a little bit. Outlaw might be the reaction to the push down catwalk. Hypex. Nice shot once again. It's going to be Fallen to get taken down this time. 4 versus 3, and they're very in a very awkward position here, Furia. The bomb dropped. They have to pick it up and try and see if they can actually make their way onto the side. And the Molotov, it didn't spread into the corner. Now, they look like they are aware that Prism could still be there, but the fact that the grenade didn't quite get him is just a bit annoying. Now, they'll get the job done. The flashbang, I don't know how, but it didn't go deep enough, or maybe it was too shallow. Regardless, it's now back in the hands of Furia here. 3 versus 3. What a shot right through. I don't even think he saw that. I don't know how that happened. Skulls and Yuri, 2 versus 3 to try and hold on to this round. If they can win it, they're going to do a lot of emotional damage here to Apogee. They look like they want to try and see if they go on for this retake rather quickly. It's a good kill for Skulls to begin with, and Yuri, he's 1 pixel away from failing that one onto Hypex. He's going to get the job done, and they'll clean up the round. Furia, what a 3v3 to win. Would be a bit on the low side. And I think for Furia, like, the slow style has kind of worked out for them. I think they've managed to make it hard for Apogee to do so many, you know, really crazy plays. And they've really tried on the Polish side to see if they can be a bit more aggressive and make Furia feel uncomfortable. But they've stuck to their overall game plan, and it actually is playing out pretty well. A bomb site's wide open for a bomb plant as well. Cello. See if they can clear the space for it. Once they do that, it's going to be a hard round. Jacob's gone down. Skulls in the middle. It's going to be taken on Demo as well. And just 1 player left. Low on health. Down on long. It's an 8-4 finish at the end of the half in favor of Furia. Honestly, could do something. He's got the P250 as well. So actually, he was really stationed to win that fight against anyone pushing. Didn't really work out. Wow. Furia are trying to get the information, and look at the push out long. Cello, low on health. He gets down by Prism, who was spotting it the whole time. I love the idea from Cello, but he might have put his team in a rough position. Quesarado getting dropped low as well, and now they're on the B bomb side. Hypex trying to get the shot, and he will. The P250, it is designed for those kind of fights. It's just such a great equalizer between the USP and the Glock, and somehow we're back into a 2 versus 2 now. Bomb still not planted yet. There's about 24 seconds. He's going to go for it right now, hoping that no one's going to interrupt. They want to push, but Hypex is there. They're leading them 1 by 1. Okay, Zerato at the corner with the 5.7. Dangerous pistol. Weirdly, we haven't really seen the 5.7s do that much today, but I feel like on a normal day, we do get a lot of it. And okay, Zerato is going to show us how.
I think map based, right? Like this so far, not too much, but then I say that 5 kills from 5.7. No,
it could be. It's very close to happening. All right, nice to work with the Galil. HFA going to be able to pick up a couple there and really stabilize the round a bit. Bomb's going to be planted here. Hypex, got to be careful you're not too exposed, but they are well aware. And that smoke, I think, makes it hard for Yuri. Otherwise, okay, he's still going to be coming through. That's actually kind of sick, and it's almost close enough. Nice triple, and it's just barely around for Apogee. It's a bit close for comfort. They really matter
Plus
so
donk,
much.
right? The donk effect, everyone learned that you have to swing a little bit. You have to be pretty good with the wide swings.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Cello gets his head ducked down. Okay, he's going to come back for it. He's doing so much damage. That's not far from being at least a double.
That could have been a double, potentially a triple, but good awareness. Like, shoot, fall down, know the guy's coming back up. It's not only about the kill, it's about how it played out. Great smoke.
So that's supposed to drop down, but I don't know. So I know exactly he wants to build like a really tall smoke that can.
The one that they can't break, right? And you can't boost over.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the boost over they're worried about, but for some reason it's really hard to land him on the wall. It can be done, definitely, but yeah, you see it fall like that a lot when people try. They're going to go for a bit of a retake here, which, fair play, might not be easy to do. They've already got the first one, and actually, I say that they make it look incredibly easy. Furia, that's so well done.
Very thought out, very methodical. Look, up on both sides, not much progression going on, but both teams committed. Furia made a choice to stay 3A. They're not moving towards mid.
That's
an Apogee made a choice to go A.
Fallen could have got taken down, but again, clock's running low. Quesarado holding the smoke, and he gets the bomb delivered. He actually finds the headshot through. What a triple that is. Furia.
But for Furia, it's about the consistency. So one map is good, but we have to keep watching larger picture. And okay, Falcon.
Oh my god. Out long. They got stuck on each other.
Seems like it, yeah.
Ooh, that looks like a bit of a potential collapse coming out from Apogee. Fair enough, Fallen got the first shot, but then after that, if they really wanted to go for it, they obviously can't be bouncing into each other in the smoke. That's complete chaos. The bomb didn't get stuck at the very least, but 5-on-3, this is not how you want to end up losing the map, which is kind of likely at this stage.
Yeah, this feels like you're just inevitably walking to your own doom here. They haven't had solutions, and this is extremely hard. Look at the positioning from Quesarado himself.
Yeah, sees the gun barrel, instant shutdown, gets the next one. Well, you already said it, Wilton. You want it not just good, but better and, you know, more out of Quesarado. Yes. He's given you 22 kills.
And he's given. That's perfect. So to that, I say congratulations. I think that's great. That's all I can say, because I asked and he delivered. So I have to shut up and be honest. He is that guy. I was never asking more of him because he isn't. It's exactly because he isn't. Look at what he can do. You know, it's just like, it's actually for his good.
Oh, it's fantastic. 1 versus 5, unfortunately, here for Demo. What can you do? You can't even expect him to do anything in this one. It's Yuri to take him down, and it's Furia with a very one-sided victory. All things considered here on Dust 2 to begin with, I'm really, really impressed. There were some signs, I would say, in the first 4 or 5 rounds of Furia, you know, potentially overcooking the rounds and maybe playing a bit too slowly, but it turns out it was all part of a bigger plan that we just couldn't see. Super well played. I mean, I don't know what else to say. That was just really cool.
Maybe Shadow Daggers. What the fuck is this? Nah, man. Yes, sir. That's my style.
Yeah, no delay. And it's going to be straightforward. Except for maybe the fact that there's 2 Molotovs instead of 2 smokes. So just 1 smoke that's going to be landing towards that CT spawn position. And then they're going to try and see if they can burn out all the rest. Oh, actually, it's for connector instead. I was wrong. They smoked that off, and they want to be pushing in towards the jungle behind the Molotov. I love this idea. You've used the Molotov to get close with the Glocks, and they're going to try and hunt it down. But my God, Jacob! What has he done? 2 stunning headshots to get rid of it. That's a nice idea for Furia, but it's backfired on them. And now the retake is coming in, and it's going to be hard for the Brazilian squad to hold on to this one. Jacob, he's finally going to be going down there. K-Serata to fall next. It's a 2 versus 4, and they're already on that defuse. It's going to be a quick retake coming in. Apogee, that's so sick. Just get into it, and I think so far so good. We'll be... Okay, behind that bomb plant, it's another buy coming out. Furia. That's kind of interesting.
Fallen is the Galil master, I will say that.
Okay. Let's see if he could live up to that. I'd be excited if they can make this work. The flashbang is amazing to begin with. Look at how close they're getting, but H4 actually doing a very fine job. He's clicking away. It's very controlled spray. He might have just saved the round there because the flashbangs were super deadly, but somehow he's managed to keep his cool and bring them into a 2 versus 4.
Super correct. The bomb's getting planted. No chance. Just a spam. What impresses me is 1. This round is probably done first, right? Let's cover our bases. There we go. He's down. Yuri 2-1. But what impressed me about Apogee right now is exactly that. Their actual team play at this level has shown well. Very early, but just off a preliminary, they look coherent playing this map. They look like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's important to, it is the small things, right? You can get a sense of how team plays even early on. Hypex going to be getting that first one. And a lot of speed here. Furia, I mean, they are really putting a lot of money into the early rounds. And honestly, I don't know if they're getting quite enough for it. That will actually connect with Fallen, but he just still sticks it and gets the bomb planted. And somehow, again, the pressure is on. If Furia win this one, then it's going to be so sick for them, but... If they lose it, again, it's so much money that's just sort of not necessarily thrown away, but not getting the result that you're looking for either. Retake coming in here in the 2 versus 2, and so much on the line for Apogee. They need to hold on to this one. Fallen going to be going down. Skulls burning as he tries to get out and stop the bomb defuse. Not going to be happening. Demo will take him down. It's another close round. It's another bomb plant.
Yeah, there you go. I want to see you sell it. There we go. See, get into the game. That's what we want.
Yeah, they are. 4 in a row. Hypex again. Ooh. He got the opening in the previous one. This time it's in the middle against Yuri, and Demo, he's been bored at the B bomb site, which is kind of the traditional B anchor experience that you're just kind of bored for a long time, and then suddenly when something happens, it's all on you. He does see the shadow on Cello, but it doesn't make a difference. He still ends up going down. A bit frustrating, I'm sure, to Demo because he knew that someone was going to be peeking him there. Nice smokes, nice grenades down, and in Furia, very, very quick, but it's going to work here. And Apogee, honestly, I don't know if it's worth going for it. They don't have necessarily that much money in the bank. I feel like this is a risk, but it looks like they've already made up their minds. They want to take a peek into the bomb site. So here we go. If they can find a kill, maybe it's on. It's a lot of damage already. Furia dropping very low behind this. I'm surprised the Polish team are actually going this hard for it, but yeah, I think now when that loss, they're gonna start to fall back. I wonder if Furia can escape though.
Oh, Fallen.
Okay.
Oh, Fallen.
I mean, that's going to go a long way.
He did. He did.
Fair enough.
They did.
Okay. Change of pace in that last round is very interesting. Apogee, not that much money in the bank necessarily. Same is true for Furious. A very questionable beginning here. Cello going to get traded out in the middle. And still fighting for that mid-controller. Furia coming up out of the underpass. And Fallen is very nearly dead. So close. If any grenades land in here, he's gone.
Oh, yeah. I was hoping for the smoke to hit him. Sorry. Like, ooh.
That's what we love. But he's going to escape somehow. 3 versus 4.
3v5 if we can call it. 3v4 if we can call it that, right?
Yeah.
Fallen 2 HP. He has all the utility, though. So that's a good thing. He can stay behind. He is the bomb, though. Any plant with 2 HP is so hard.
Yeah, anything touches him, he's dead. So one incendiary on demo, which actually can be important when you're thinking about the after plant here, assuming that there is a bomb plant. Okay, so Rato very nearly dies. One Molotov, another one thrown into the palace. They got to make sure that no one's up there. They can't know for sure. Ooh. Very, very close. But still, the after plant, not necessarily that bad for Apogee. I think they have a strong chance here. Yuri will have to do a lot of the work, and good jump for information. Puts a lot of pressure. Yuri can't really stay that far up on his own. Gonna go up on the box to try and take a fight, looking right over. That's a nice headshot. Can we get another one of those? We can, in fact.
Wow.
Prism goes down next, and somehow there's not a lot of pressure on Yuri. I don't know how. It's a team kill. That must have been an attempt to spam the box, and just HFA stood right in front of it, or like stepped in front of it. I don't know how, but Furia have found a way to win this round against all the odds.
Yeah, I mean, walkout ramp, nice ballsy play, but they had no business winning that round, especially the way they did. Props to Yuri.
We are running the clock down very low, especially when you notice that two of the Furia players are really far across the map. 30 seconds here, so it is going to be an A finish. The question is, how much can they divert the actual defense? There's 3 people there. You can see Rato is trying the best that he can, but it's not really working out the way that he would want. Down to 17 seconds as they try and get out of the palace here. Oh, and they're going to find that first kill for free, but there's still a guy all the way in the back. Nobody knows about Prism yet. 10 seconds. Bomb jumping across here. If he gets the kill now, the round should be over. Nobody can pick it up here. He's gonna die, but it doesn't matter. They can't recover the bomb. What a great play from Prism. That's 1 kill to win the round. Furia in the middle, and I think if they get 1 good kill in here, they might just try and speed it up. Nice little Molotov to try and push back Hypex. They're going to be putting some pressure on Jacob. We'll see if he can survive this one. He's crouching back, and he does get the kill, but he cannot escape. So still actually worth it. Nice shot for Fallen. It's a very, very easy mistake to make. I always think it's hard to really explain to people, but it is much harder than it seems when you're on the CT side to do nothing for a long time. You know, you feel like...
You feel like you're getting trapped. They're gaining space on you. But it's an illusion. But it makes you do bad mistakes if you believe in it.
It really does. You know, like, we got to do something, guys. Because somebody go peek, and then suddenly it's all over. 25 seconds. Honestly, Apogee, by doing nothing, they've played this really, really well. Unfortunately, they're still going to be able to break open the crossfire there. I don't even really know how. That was a very nice setup for Apogee. But Furia fighting their way through Demo and Hypex. I can understand why they want to do this, but look at the money on that CT side. It's so risky. If they lose the AK and the AWP, I actually, with these 2 weapons, I don't know if it's worth it. It would be exciting if they try to go for it, but realistically, the better choice is probably what they're doing now, which is to try and retreat. So Furia, again, with another round, it's, I mean, the pressure, again, is just continuing.
I agree. I mean, Furia, nice little change of pace.
It's very interesting, but I mean, whatever that flash, I mean, I'm definitely going to go back and look as well into the demo. But whatever the flashes were, and whatever the, like you said, the pathing to get into the site was,
it was
it's
smart,
really sick.
Right? It's elaborate. You can tell that there's complexity inside the entire theory they did. Nice kill.
Oh my god. Okay, well, Cello getting a couple for free might have overcooked it a little bit, but at the same time, he just wants to create the space for his teammates. And you know what? Even if he dies there, he gets the info that someone is towards that CT spawn position. Fallen will set up the kill onto Jacob, and Demo and Hypex pushed away. He'd love to be there to stop the bomb pump, but it's not going to be allowed. So Furia, like I said, there was a chance that they could get to the 7-5 scoreline. It's looking very likely at the moment here. Rato, just stay alive. They're going to get Hypex as well. Furia, must say, a very impressive first half, right? They lost the pistol, and they tried to put so much pressure on. I think they lost the first, like, 3 or 4 rounds in a row. We've got 1 smoke, 1 flash, and it's on Prism. Now, look at where he is. So, presumably, I'm guessing he's going to try and smoke jungle, and then they're going to try and run up connector and just, you know, run right past. So, creating a bit of a wall. The smoke is already out. There comes the smoke for jungle, and they want to see if they can, you know, keep running here. Rato's playing in front of it, and he gets the headshot fading through. All right, the strategy is pretty good here for Apogee, but still, they need a fast bomb plant right now, and they haven't checked the palace yet. They don't know that Fallen is up here. He's going to be walking out, missing a shot, though, and the bomb is planted. Fallen steps on his own feet, and suddenly, they might be in a bit of trouble here. Nice shot from Prism before they finally take him down. 3 versus 3, smoke kit on Cello. That is the only thing they need. It doesn't matter if it's a 1 versus 3 here. As long as you got that smoke kit combination, it is on. Smoke right on top, and now I guarantee you the pressure is on for Apogee. They're going to call it out. They're going to calm it out. There's someone inside of the smoke. Can they actually find him? The defuse is in. Jacob is down, and Furia with a great retake.
that's 11 almost. If you don't force, you're giving 9 and then you lose, it's 11 again. So you're giving 11 in one round regardless, you know?
Yeah, it is a really hard call, isn't it? Well, we're going to see a lot of pressure here. Scouts out as well. There's some damage onto Hypex, but HFA so far, Galil and even a Molotov kill onto Yuri. It's not necessarily a bad start, but it hasn't paved the way for the bomb plant just yet. Grenade goes over it, touches nobody. They were a little bit early. Nobody's really planting the bomb yet. In fact, they're fighting towards that connector position. Nice jump.
Nice.
Mac 10 to get the kill on Queserato, but I don't know. We're not through yet. Cello sneaking into the middle. We'll see if he could get anything done. The timing is actually kind of insane for him. He might get this kill on Prism. He's picked up an HE at the same time. So honestly, if he just dunks it in the back right now, it might get at least one and almost maybe more than that. Prism is going to be going down before we get there. 2 versus 2. And he's looking on over. Okay, now comes the grenade. This time he's not going to kill anyone, but it is a lot of damage in the back. And a headshot to follow. It's so sick. Falling on the other side. And Furia, in spite of the odds, they hold on to it. Kind of relentlessly attacking. Even when they are in a bad position, Furia, it feels like they're sort of acting like they're not. They just have very little respect for Apogee in the good sense, you know? I really like that kind of Counter-Strike. If you feel like you're the better team, you feel like you've got the experience for it, then yeah, shut them down. You know, don't let them have any comfort. Prism is going to be out of this round early on. It's a 4 versus 4 all of a sudden. But again, onto the A-bomb side we go. Another attempt at a bomb plant. Nobody's checking this corner. Yuri is going to be quick for the first. Gets the second. Bomb is planted finally, but Yuri has practically won the round here. Fallen with a USP, and that's going to be the job done. My God, Wilson, this is so quick.
This is quick, and this is performance from the players that are being asked of, at least by the Brazilian community.
Round number 16. Apogee similarly they're buying a lot. They feel like these rounds are so close. They're getting the bomb plants. They want to keep the pressure on. They want to find that breakthrough moment where they can take the guns away from Furia. Honestly, Queserato maybe could have had that one, but again, the trades are in. 2-man setup at the B-bomb site, but one of them is almost rotating away. Nice little jump there, honestly, from Skulls. The main man is going to be fallen on that AWP. Now, it could be really awkward when he's back here because, again, they're going to potentially be quite close. He gets a little bit of damage onto Jacob, but still, that gives up the bomb site, and the bomb plant should be following here.
Oh, that important kill almost brings it back. I think that's a save right there. No chance. Nice round by Apogee. They needed to get into it. I agree.
Queserato,
Our Polish scene has always had so much talent, though.
Yeah, you're right.
Ooh.
But there hasn't always been the space for them to really, like, you know, get up and play at like a higher level. So I think that might be the real big modern difference. All right, well, hold on. Good defensive kill there for Queserato. 17 on him, by the way. And down under 40 seconds. I almost looked like they wanted to retreat, but they're actually back with the A-ramp push coming out. So they're just, you know, rinse and repeat here for Apogee. See if they could do it one more time. The clock is running low. They're going to get Skulls, and that pretty much secures the path for at least a bomb plant here. Well done for Apogee. Smoke goes up to get rid of Queserato. They know that he's in here somewhere. They're just not exactly sure where. Oh, but look at this for Fallen. That's mental! Pushing through the smoke with the AWP and with Yuri backing him up. They're going to stop the bomb plant with 9 seconds left here. How do you... They can't even pick it up right now. That you could see Prism, he's fighting to just stay alive. It's not about planting the bomb any longer. The time is going to be running out, but they've got to die now or they have to live through the round. This is so scary. That's Furia getting to 11. And it's Fallen with some vintage Brazilian Counter-Strike.
Individually make plays when the situation arises. It really has been a macro Fury and an individual. So Apogee shouldn't hold themselves too high because it hurts less when it's all over. If it was one small thing like the NQZ head thing, that's horrible. A big thing like this, you have a lot to learn, so you're normally more okay with that.
I mean, look at the stack they've got going on at the B-bomb side. What do we think about that? Okay, they actually might show up here. This is potentially a bit scary. 35 seconds. Hold the phone. Cello's here, but the boost, I think, is the real deal. They're walking into a stack, and they have absolutely no idea. They get the kill. It doesn't matter. They're not ready. There's 3 people at the B-bomb site. If I'm Apogee, I'm so confused. How did Furia know to have 3 at B? Like, I'd be so furious. It's just so rare. I mean, like, it's a stable of the map that you're only playing 1 on B a lot of the time. Second player is a catwalk, but this time they had 3 there. Fallen to take down Jacob, and it's Prism to die next. This might be the end of the road for Apogee. And again, some strong individual plays. I'm not sure it's here. Furia just looking so content with it. Demo and Hypex 2 versus, well, I say 2 versus 3 now. They do get rid of Fallen, and he's trying to steal that AWP. Is there a way for Apogee to keep this going? They need so many rounds to get into overtime right now. That's what they're fighting for, and still 3 alive for Furia.
Yeah, 2v3. Right now, put up or shut up. We want to see it. Gotta find a way.
Yeah. Oh, well, there's a start.
He found something.
Yeah, he's been a bit bored on the other side of the map, but, you know, he's managed to trek all the way around to actually find himself at the right spot. And I don't know, what do you do here? Hypex, I don't think you're wrong. Like, he is a very strong player, but this is asking a lot. And they're giving him none of what he needs. He wants a peak. He wants somebody to fight him right now, so he could at least make it a 1 versus 2, a 1-on-1. But Fury have got the discipline to stay put. Just hold the line and wait. 30 seconds here. He walks right into the shot. 13-7. It's Furia to step up with a map and series victory here. 2-0 against Apogee.
That was really nice. I'm not just from being Brazilian, from being truly unbiased.